We are in the Money Peak Show Match series, guys. We're gonna have to do a little bit of self-advertising in a moment because we haven't done anything about that so far today. But let's get into the introductions in case anything silly happens. Spawning in the northern location on Polar Nights from Team Liquid. It's gonna be Liquid's Bunny.
And in the bottom position, as the red Zerg player, it is Liquid Snute.
Both Team Liquid's going at it. Now, doing a bit of talking, and I'm sorry guys, just watch the production tabs and things. We'll get right into the cast again. I won't take up too much of your time, but first thing I'd like you to do is understand that today, a lot of today's events and what we do for show matches comes out of our subscribers on Twitch TV. If you guys can spare the $5 a month, subscribe to the channel will also get you a little bit of extra benefit. We'll send out replays from events we cast to all of our subs on a regular basis. Hopefully there's not no lag going on. But yeah, so like our subscribers from today will get the replays from this show match, of course, entirely once we're done. And from other things we do, like we just cast Go for StarCraft not too long ago, the monthly finals. We had some really good games there. You support the channel, and you, of course, allow us to continue making events like this as we move on in the future. We got big plans, but we need your help. So, of course, if you don't have the $5 to spare, just sit back and enjoy. It's a good series, and it's some fun StarCraft, and that's kind of the main goal of everybody here today. Now, people have been asking about the bounty list. You can check them out on Team Liquid in the Team Liquid thread, Money Peak Series number 4. There's quite a few of them, so I'm not going to list them all out right now, but there's some really cool ones on there, like build a command center as a Zerg player, $50. Use a nuke to win the game, $35. So there's fun incentives, but the key thing is players have to win, so you can't just throw a game and try and get some cash for it.
Well, we have another 14cc coming down for Bunny, so figuring out that worked pretty well for him. Very different map, though. This is not nearly as small as a wall off. It's a 5.
This is
the body pose.
Well, this is also a more comfortable map, I would say. Like, a lot of the times you come into Metropolis, you're like, wow, I haven't played this map for like a year. We'll just kind of wing it type thing. Whereas Metropolis, or sorry, not Metropolis, Polar Night's a map that you play regularly in tournaments, all the time on ladder. I mean, this is one everyone's going to be a little more comfortable with. And Pommy, no.
Russian internet.
Pommy's a pretty cool guy. Did ask to cast this. We always open this up to foreign language casters too, but no one ever seems to take us up on it. Kind of cool that Pommy decided to cast though. Bunny, oh Snute, you're so cute. That APM though to type that out that quick, jeez. No, I can't copy paste faces. It would appear. We'll just get. If someone wants to tell Pommy he can restream us, I guess I don't know. I don't really want to remake this. Nothing against him. It's just we want to keep the games going. Well, Pommy will give him another, I'd say, 10 or 15 seconds and we'll drop him, I guess. I kind of like this weird fight that they're having through text. Into trap. Alright, so nothing against Pommy. He is more than welcome to restream this if someone wants to go to his chat and tell him. Just unfortunate that he lags out like this, but we'll get him back in for the rest of the games, and this isn't the last one by any means. Bunny might be up 2-1, but he's still got to win 2 more if he wants to win everything today. Now, as far as the prize pool is concerned, guys, there is $125 for this match in particular. So, winner of this gets $100, and all that bounty stuff is cool and fun to the side, but $100 is still $100 regardless.
Mm-hmm. So. Oh, not much going on in this game, actually, besides the 14cc.
Well, you know, the key thing about this, too, is, like, when you go with the 14cc, usually you're either going to be lacking units, but more importantly than that, you want to be able to, like, get a lot of, I guess, base control. I hesitate to call it map control, but, like, this is a map for Terran players where third base is not your best friend.
Third base, yeah, I guess so. It's uncomfortable because the path for the mutas is, like, right from your third to your main.
Yeah, and if you take the further away one, it's really exposed.
Yeah, most Terrans don't, although Jotchi does. So.
Well, it's just there's so many times you see Banelings morphing behind this grass and just walk into that mineral line.
Oh god, yeah. People, because you don't do it anymore. People don't usually do it, but yeah, that's a good point too. Oh, Snute did go ahead and get gas first, so well not first, but earlier gas in 5 minutes, anyways. which doesn't really matter in the case of dealing with Reapers because Reapers aren't on the way. But Snoot's getting 10 more lings. Huh? Oh, 18 more. Is he going down a Baneling Nest? I mean,
I
there was a time when he just said ling attacks and you got into the base
No,
and
he's not. There's no gas. This is just
surrounded.
Speedlings.
Okay, well, okay, then that's what it
Ah.
is. So I don't know if it's gonna work though. Usually you take
If
it's because the Terran's all like lazy about building a wall.
if he knocks down that back rock, so that'd be pretty cool. The ice.
Oh, nah, that's a good idea. I think that's what he's gonna do. Look, he's going around.
Okay, this could just be to avoid the watchtowers. We'll wait a second before we get
He
too
has
excited
the
about it.
watchtowers. Why would he do that?
Well, I don't know. Maybe something clears it up, but he gets just the tail end of this. I'm just guessing. But if this is gonna be the back rocks, Snute, dude, all of my fantasies coming true. Yeah, but
Okay,
I mean, realistically, going through depots that are left down are always gonna be more effective. Plus, it takes you so long to kill the rocks, and the barracks are there. And even if the barracks aren't, just by having the command center here, you can actually you can hear them getting chipped away. But
yeah, this is annoying.
Oh,
Oh, he raised the
oh.
depot. Look at that timing. Maybe he has it hotkeyed. I don't know, but it's not gonna be broken through. So
maybe yes. I don't know anyone who really hotkeys depots, but I wouldn't put it past someone like Bunny. He's
someone did. I remember
guy.
because like Calder made a really big deal of it. It was like I think it was like Young or someone actually, but anyways, now these lings are just gonna be used to be cleaning up Helens as they would usually. Just came out a little sooner.
Helen's getting quite a few hits off on this. I'm surprised they're getting as much for 2 Hellions, but there we go. Gets trapped, gets killed.
Yeah, and that wasn't too big of an investment, but that's not something you see that often anymore. If they get in, there's not a whole lot of kiting room for your Helens, so it actually turns kind of deadly fairly quickly. Tries to go in again. Not gonna work out. I know that Snoot's been really talking about how he's been experimenting more with like different styles, different play styles, having more fun with the game rather than taking it so seriously. And that's like this is more like what Jadon would do, right? Like oddly timed lings trying to constantly get into the depot, something a little more aggressive.
Well, the thing for Snute too is he's got he's often referred to as being like inconsistent or whatever you call him, what you like. But the thing is, like Snute, when he wins big, and like when he loses, it's kind of like always barely. Like you never really Snute get trucked or see him get like just trucked like the way he is so far. Like Bunny has been really impressing me. Like even Joxy versus Snute hasn't been as so like Terran sighted as it were.
Yeah, that first game, even though the early game was really good for him, maybe Bunny really isn't. His TVZ strength might be in his unpredictability, or his really good builds, or I guess execution. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna really like hold my judgment on like what happens in
Oh.
a regular game where nothing much happens to limit both players in the early game.
Well, I like that Snute pulled back the drones already. Like you could keep Bunny here, and you probably should with a couple of the drones. But the realistic thing is this is a big push, and he's gonna lose a lot. So minimizing how much he loses, I like that choice. I don't know if Snute can really hold this though. This falls up.
Yeah.
There's 5 queens for the Hellions, and that's fine. But there's so many Marines on top of this.
He shouldn't try and hold the third, I would say. It was a 2-base attack, so it does happen like 2.5 minutes earlier than you would expect, and Snoop did not scout it. This is why this is happening, this is why I don't think he should have tried to hold it.
But this is also not the first time Bunny's done this sort of aggression. And Snoot's, he threw away a lot of lings early on, combined with not getting that knowledge. Is just paying the price right now.
It was really the knowledge, because if he knew that this was coming, if he saw no third command turn, he would have had a Baneling Nest down already. Like, maybe he didn't have Banelings at the time, but by enough time, get some Banelings, and actually this attack isn't nearly as scary. Unfortunately, as it is now, he's lost
looking
third
over.
in a lot of units.
I give it to Snute. Normally, could do some magic out of his ass type thing, but this is looking pretty rough. Good game's
Yeah.
gonna be called. Bunny now leading the series 3-1. Yikes.
I still basing it off of like unpredictability, good builds, different builds in the case of that
Yeah,
Habitation Station one.
I really like these aggressive openers that don't rely purely on Hellions.